In a small village, a mother named Kisa Gotami cradled her only son, his little body still and silent. Grief, a storm of unimaginable force, had torn through her world, leaving her lost and adrift. She wandered through the dusty streets, her heart a heavy stone in her chest, desperately clinging to the hope that someone, anyone, could reverse this cruel twist of fate. "Help me," she pleaded, her voice choked with tears. "Please, help my son." The villagers watched, their own hearts aching with a sorrow they recognized all too well, but they had no comfort to offer, no miracle to give. They could only share in her pain from a distance, their faces etched with a helplessness she could not yet understand. Hearing tales of a wise and compassionate teacher, she sought out the Buddha, who was sitting in quiet meditation under the shade of a large Bodhi tree. His presence was a pool of stillness in her raging sea of sorrow. Kneeling before him, she laid her son down gently and implored, "Great teacher, they say you have wondrous powers. I beg of you, please bring my child back to life." Her words were a torrent of pain and desperation. The Buddha looked at her, his eyes filled not with pity, but with a deep, unwavering compassion. He listened patiently, allowing her grief to pour out, his calm serenity a gentle anchor in her storm. The Buddha then spoke, his voice as soft as the rustling leaves above them. "I can help you," he said, and a flicker of hope ignited in Kisa Gotami's heart. "But first, you must do something for me. Go into the village and bring me back a single mustard seed." It seemed a simple task, but then came the condition. You must bring it from a household that has never known death. Eagerly, Kisa Gotami stood up, her spirit renewed. A single mustard seed seemed a small price to pay for her son's life. With a grateful heart, she bowed and set off on her quest, believing her suffering was about to end. She imagined returning with the seed, her son waking in her arms, their life restored. The path ahead seemed clear and bright. With renewed purpose, Kisa Gotami began her search, knocking on the first door she came to. "I need a mustard seed," she explained, "from a house untouched by death." A kind woman offered her the seeds, but then added with a sigh, "But death has visited us. I lost my father just last year." So Kisa Gotami went to the next house, and the next, and the one after that. The story was always the same. One family had lost a child to illness, another, a parent to old age. A young husband had been taken in an accident. In every home, behind every door, she found the same quiet shadow of loss. "The living are few," one elder told her, his eyes clouded with memory, "but the dead are many." Each no was a gentle tap against the wall of her denial, slowly chipping away at her desperate hope. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the village, Kisa Gotami sat down by the roadside, exhausted. She had knocked on every door and found no house free from the touch of sorrow. The mustard seed she sought did not exist. As dusk settled and the village lamps began to flicker to life, one by one, she watched them. Some burned brightly, others flickered and died out, just like the lives of the people she had met. In that quiet moment of observation, a profound understanding dawned within her. She was not alone in her grief. Every family, every person knew this pain. Loss was not a curse placed upon her, but a universal thread woven into the very fabric of existence. Death, she realized, spares no one. With a heart no longer heavy with personal sorrow, but filled with a quiet, spacious peace, she returned to the Buddha. She had no mustard seed in her hand, but she carried something far more precious: wisdom. "Did you find the seed?" the Buddha asked gently. She shook her head. "I have learned," she said, her voice clear and steady, "that death is a part of every life. In my selfish grief for my child, I did not see the sorrow shared by all." She understood that everything that comes into being must also pass away. This is the nature of life, impermanent, ever-changing. By accepting this fundamental truth, The crushing weight of her grief lifted, replaced by a deep compassion for all beings who share this journey of life and loss. She found her peace not in changing the world, but in understanding it. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores the path to inner peace and wisdom. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.